All right. So the other day I was talking with this developer who needed to build a site super fast, but he didn't. But he also wanted to keep the ability to bring on marketers later so that they could own the site and change things and swap things around. So we talked through how to make that happen and the fastest way to do it. So one of the things that I offered to him was basically just come in and use our sections. So he did a lot of that. So he would come in and just basically build the site using our visual editor here. If he needed a FAQ section, he would come in and grab an FAQ and boom, just pop it right in and then edit it and make the content whatever you needed. But there's maybe some sections that weren't existing yet that he needed to add in. And so like one of the things that I told him was you can obviously clone our sections, which I've talked about in another video here around basically duplicating a hero section or whatever, and then adding in a couple fields and switching a couple things to make it look like the section you want. But then there's an even further use case where like none of the components inside of our component library actually look like what you would want. And for that, if you're moving really fast, you may already have a component library out of the box. So I know for myself, I have access to Tailwind UI, and inside of here, maybe I need a pricing section that doesn't exist inside of StackBit just yet. And I just want to get this going as fast as I possibly can. So inside of here, what I'll actually do is okay, perfect. This looks good enough. I'm just going to get this up and running. Down the road, I'll give access to marketers to change things, but for now, we're just going to get this going. So I would just click copied here, and I would come into my code, and inside of the code, I would go into sections, and then we're going to create a new section here called pricing section. So underneath here, we'll, what should I do first? Yeah, I'll just do this. So we'll go folder, we'll go pricing section, right? And then underneath pricing section, we're going to go create a new file and we'll title it index.jsx. And then once that's here, we're going to paste in this pricing section. Now, here's the thing with this pricing section. This is bringing in this check icon, and we haven't, I haven't added this, so I'm just going to take out this check icon throughout the code here. So anywhere that this check icon is referenced, just for this video, we're just going to take it out because it's a bit easier and there's no reason to add it in, and you can obviously do that anytime that you would want as well. So great. So now we have this new section inside of our component library called pricing section, right? And we're going to change this to pricing section. And then what we need to do now is we need to come down here to component registry, and we need to register it. So this is similar to basically the hero section. So I'll just drop this down and we'll title it pricing section, right? Because it's under sections. What you don't want to do is like clone a molecules one and then it gets kind of screwed up and you're wondering what happened. So now that that's there, we have it registered. And the last thing we need to do is just put together a very basic YAML file for it. So for that, I'm going to come up here and we'll go into models, and we could probably just grab even this here, and we'll just clone this one, and we'll go duplicate, and under badge we'll title this one pricing section. So we'll rename it pricing section YAML, and boop, now it's down here, and we can see it's probably named oh, we have the badge one open, so now we got to come down here and open up the correct one. So where are you? Pricing section, here it is. And so now that this is in here, we need to make sure we name it the same as its title. So pricing section, we can label it pricing section. And then under field groups, we don't need any of that. Well, actually, let's make sure we do the right field groups to use this with. So under hero section here, we have this extends section and groups section. So let's section component. So I probably should have followed the hero section one because I took in, this is actually an atom, it's not actually a section. So in theory, it's better to just, if you're copying things around, just copying the section itself. So we have this in place, and then under fields, we don't have any fields, so we can just delete all that, and now we can save. And in theory, as long as I've done everything right here, we'll have this pricing section actually show up here in the code, so we can start to add it. So here is our new pricing section, and we don't need the presets. You can watch a video on how to create a presets if you want, but we're just trying to code fast so that I can add this in. And boom, now we have the pricing section, right? And I can come right back into the code and I can change anything I want inside of the code. So maybe I want to change the 149 to a higher amount. So where is that pricing section component here? This is it. And so I think there was one that was like 149 in here. Where are you at? Let's 149. Cool. So 149, maybe we want to charge 249, right? And so now I'm just in the code. I don't need to worry about anybody else, and it picks up on it instantly. If I want to give someone the flexibility to come in and edit this, I can actually do that really, really quick down the line. There is a video called how to add a new field to an existing component, and you can just follow along with that video and it'll show you exactly how you can make these fields editable in the future. But this is the quickest way to actually just get your site up and running, and then down the road you can give access to whoever you would want to come in and visually edit the site so that they can actually do their job around bringing in site visitors, increasing signups and conversions, etc., with you out of the way. So you can build fast and one day hand it off to someone else who will be able to own everything and grow the site.